Hello everyone, it is I, Snickle Fritz, and today we are going to be playing some, some medieval Dynasty. I have a game that is in the second year of this game, but I decided since they had some updates and a lot of the stuff that I was talking about, that has been updated out, and it's really no more useful at all, like the little tips and tricks that I gave, that I would start a fresh new game after a couple updates that have been put out for us to kind of be on the same grounds as you guys. And can I please pick up this rock, please? Yeah, because there was some good old ways that you can make a ton of money right at the beginning of the game, and that was to make a crap ton of stone knives, sell those for 21 gold a piece. But they were like, nah, we can't have you doing that, we can't have you making money, we don't like that. So guess what, we're taking that from you and giving you a measly 11, if not even smaller than that. So they screwed us out of money early on, and they also took and got rid of the spawning hose, stone and wooden, and sickles that was in this one area. And it would spawn back ever so often, or like usually when you load the game back up, and you can get a ton of money that way. That one I could understand getting rid of because that is kind of glitchy, but I really don't like having my stone knives nerfed. That is kind of crap if you ask me. I know that's a rock and you're not gonna let me pick it up. And I will say, it does seems like they kind of in this area toned back the rocks as well, because I remember when I first played this, when everybody else was like complaining they couldn't find rocks, I would roll out of here with like literally an inventory full of rocks. Like every time I took a step there was another rock. So they definitely toned down the availability of rocks in the starting area. But it's alright. It just takes a little bit of looking. But other than me griping about that, how are you guys doing today? I hope you guys are doing fine. I really appreciate you stopping by Geekdom and watching this video. I hope you guys kind of like the little setup I'm trying to get going on video-wise. I'm going to be trying to put out videos of the Survivalists, Darkwood, and I'm going to try this one out to see how you guys like it for the channel. I'm going to try to at least get 3 videos at least every week. Probably be doing them on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. That way it kind of gives me some time to do some editing, have a little bit of a life between it, because I hopefully should be getting a job here pretty soon, and I'm going to have to make sure that I keep that job. But yes, thank you so much for stopping by. You're amazing human beings for this. I do appreciate all the support you guys have been giving lately. And like I said, it's great, and I love you all for it. Thank you. I can't say that enough. You amazing human beings. You. Now, as you can see here, we're starting to get pretty full on our rocks and stuff. So let's pick some rocks and some sticks up now. I mean, stop picking up rocks and start picking up some sticks. Because even though... Ooh, yeah, let's do this. Get past all that. So whenever you get skills, I would suggest just right then and there stop what you're doing and put your point into those skills. And I would say for everything, this would be your extraction, this is hunting, this is farming, this is diplomacy, this is survival, and this is crafting. Now I got a point in survival. Every single one of these, as you can see, the very top one that's highlighted is that actual tree knowledge. Now with that, as you can tell, it adds one more skill point to your survival activities. So at the start, every time you do something that is considered survival, crafting, farming, or hunting, you get a point for it. By doing this, you give yourself 2 points, then 3 points, then up to 4, if I remember how this tier goes. So I would suggest in each one of them at least put 2 points, so you're at least getting 3 points, which will help you start filling out your tree a little bit quicker, in my lowly opinion. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to drop this into there, and I guess it goes up higher, but 2 skill points, basically. You know, 2 more for the next one, then 3 more. You'll see how it goes. But yes, it's a nice little thing to be able to do and help you get yourself up really, really quick with the actual stuff. Let me see here. My dumb self doesn't remember how to craft for a teeny bit. There it is. Q, my friends, Q. So let's go ahead and hit R and do as many as we can, which is right now 4. Which makes me think they probably upped the actual. No, it looks like it's still the same. 2 rocks, 5 sticks. Right? Yeah. But yeah, all we gotta do is keep on going around and collecting these branches and stuff. Now, I will say, look for stuff that says pine branch, birch branches. Now, you can find actual sticks on the ground, but you're only getting 1 for that stick. But if like this one right here, you only get 1 every time. But if you find these, you can get up to 2, maybe 3. There you go. I'm glad it's like just doing exactly what I say. And that gives you way more sticks a lot quicker, so you don't have to worry about taking a long time to do what you got to do. So let's go ahead and do this. I thought I said R all day long, E, F. There you go. Ref, R-E-F. That's how I know to do at max of everything. For some reason it didn't work. I guess I hit the wrong button. But yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm trying to kind of go through here at first. I know what people are thinking if they see this, or these, especially these elite, already popular YouTube channels. If they were watching my stuff, they'd be like, he doesn't know what he's talking about. I wouldn't waste my time doing this. But trust me, money is hard to come by. And to get yourself ahead by making a small little knife to make your life easier, trust me, it's worth it. Days do go by quick, but they go by quick in your year, especially because every 3 days is a season. There's 4 seasons to a year, so 12 days and your year's over with. So that's why they probably might say, don't do that. But I say, do it. Make yourself some money. Who doesn't want money? Now, I'm sorry about if you don't hear any music. Music's, like, in this game is really touch and go. You'll hear music and it'll be blaring. And might even make it hard for me to, like, hard for you to hear me. But then all of a sudden it will just be like, okay, we're not going to play any music at all. And then randomly, it will start back up like it's doing right now. Alright, so how many of these stone knives do I have? I have 13, and that's 14. So I'm going to make 6 more. I want to go with at least 20 knives, my friends, 20. And the reason I'm going for 20 is because, you know, I want to be able to sell a decent amount of knives. Alright, yep, 20 and 21. That's great. A simple torch already? Really? Nice. Got some dry meat, which is good. St. John's wort, just in case I get poisoned. Alright, another thing I would say, if you want, because it can be beneficial to you as well. Yes, don't worry about agua. We're good. We're surrounded by agua, and one sip of it fills you all the way up. There was mushrooms that were just chilling around here. I was going to try to show you what they look like, because mushrooms, they're about the same as the branches. You can pick up one. Here you go. And that's what they look like. And you can get multiple ones from it, I thought. Unless they nerfed that down as well. Yeah, they did. I remember when I first got it, it was multiple ones. But now it seems only one at a time now. But each one of these is a gold, if I remember correctly, when you try to sell them. Yeah, because it's always going to be less than what you would sell it for. But yeah, you can go around and you can collect these mushrooms. And I would suggest doing it, especially if you're going in between town and your little development that you're going to be building, if you will. I know it's technically not a development, but you know what I mean. Alright, so now we got some stuff to sell. Make a little bit of cash as we're going. We're going to head over to this town right here. And we are going to sell what we can, try to get some money, and start making our way over to where I like to build my little settlement. Now, back in the day, before they nerfed it out, as you can see, there's these two. Over in this one, I think they took everything out except for a wooden hoe. But it used to be 5 seats, or scythes, however you want to call them. 5 wooden hoes and 5 stone hoes. Now, there is, as you can see here, only 1 wooden hoe. And I don't think you can load it up and sell it, because that scythes in the steel or stone hose, they sold for a good amount of money. So yeah, and I don't know if they fixed it either, because as you can tell, whenever you go to steal it, you can't sell it because it's, you know, red. So you would just have to take and equip it, if I remember correctly, and then you could actually take and pull that off, and as you can tell, it's not red no more. And now I could sell it if I wanted to. So like I said, that was the one way a lot of us, when we were playing this, when it first came out, was making money to do stuff. And I guess the developers seen it and was like, you know, that's too easy. We can't have them making thousands of dollars off of this. So yeah, that kind of got nipped in the ass pretty quick. Also, let's kind of show you this chick here, and there's a chick that usually is in there. Where you going? No, you're not walking away. Let me sell my wares real quick, because she's trying to screw me over by walking away and hiding. But yeah, these used to be 21 apiece. Sadly, not no more. So we're going to take and sell these, every single one of them, and get ourselves up from 50 gold to 270 gold. Now, like I said, the stone knife, even though it's 10 gold cheaper than what it used to be, it's still your highest, you know, item you can make cheaply to be able to make money. So just do it. Let's see here. Oh, they're actually 2. That's nice. So I'm gonna get 24 just for this. So that helps us out even more. St. John's wort, you can find that anywhere, so I'm selling that. Rocks, I'm gonna keep those because I know I'm gonna need that for axes here soon. And yeah, I'm not gonna be doing any more selling from them. Now, I would suggest, if you steal the hoe anyway, I would take and try to look at the seeds they have, because if I remember correct, carrots and onion you can plant in the spring, which is current season we're in right now. So let's see here. Carrots, they can be planted in the spring and collected in the autumn, or you can plant them in the winter and then you can get them in the summer. So there's 2 seasons you can get this, plant it and get some actual food, and that will be spring and winter. And with the onions though, it's only 1. You can sow them in the spring, and the very next season you can actually get some more onions. Now, I would suggest trying to get some of these to help be able to make a little bit better food. And since they're 10 apiece, we have 200. I'm going to get 10 and 10. And then be able to make some monies. Not monies, but make some good foods. You guys will see. Alright. Now, also with this game, you can find... I don't have it yet because I don't have it unlocked. Oh, I guess I can. You can see it as Rosalinda's head. They have different actual little icons, and that will tell basically kind of their skills, what they'll be good in that. If they're good at extracting or foraging items, if they're hunting, or good at farming, diplomacy, survival, or crafting. The ones I would look for your first ones to do it, I would look for a hunter and somebody good at extraction. So look for these two symbols. And as you can tell right here, she's only 2 and 2 in those areas, so she's not going to be with something to 1. I usually go try to find somebody with 4 or 5. So when you actually start bringing people into your settlement to help you out, you'll have that guy for extraction to help get wood, to help build up your settlement, and you'll also have that hunter going out bringing you food, so you can focus on a lot more other things than trying to do that yourself. Another thing that's pretty cool, you can come over here. I don't know if they fixed it, but there's an iron knife. They probably did fix it, knowing them. But this iron knife, back in when I first started playing, it never lost any of its strength. It always stayed at 100%. In fact, it actually started climbing past 100% for me every time I used it. So it was like getting stronger every time I cut an animal apart with it. It was kind of funny. I'm just going to speed through here. Basically, you're asking them about your uncle. Your uncle's not there. He died trying to do a trade, going to the Germans, and he was ambushed by some thugs and killed. So he was like, "Oh, I liked your uncle. Guess what? I'm not going to forget you. Since you're his family, feel free. We are going to loan you land for life. As long as you pay the taxes, you can have as much as you want. And, you know, have at it." So, yeah, that's all that is. We can skip past that. So, yeah, I would come back here at nighttime if I were you. And just kind of steal at least a carrot here because this is food. And that knife there. You don't want to get caught because it hurts your reputation with the whole town. And you don't want to do that. And also, right here is a bag. Still that joker at nighttime. Because, as I said, I guess I didn't say that first. But, yeah, you need a bag to sow the seeds. And I believe I'd read that now as well. They took in... made it so whenever, like, when you originally started to make a plot for trying to make a garden, whenever you hoed the ground originally, it was ready to go. You could put anything into the ground. Now that's not quite the case. With their update, they made it so you actually have to till the land up. Then you actually have to throw shit on the ground. Then you can actually put your seeds into the ground and wait for them to grow and harvest them yourself. I guess it's for a little bit more realism, but I say it's kind of a hindrance. They kind of need to make it a little bit more even out. At least bump our knives back up to 21, because you can't get manure for yourself until you unlock the pigsties. And pigsties, good freaking God, are so far down the line. It ain't even funny. Like farming, let's see here. You start off at 0 points. Your first 5 points unlocks the food storage, then a barn, then a hen house, and then finally at 250 points, you get a pigsty. And when you get the pigsty, that's when you start getting manure. But until you get that, the only way to get points is to farm. And in order to farm, you have to buy the seeds. As you saw, they're 10 gold a piece for certain ones. And then the manure itself, last time I checked, is also 10 coin a piece. How are you supposed to grow a garden? It's going to be like one plot at a time. It's kind of garbage if you ask me. So that sucks. They either need to move the pigsty up or make manure cheaper. I mean, like, hell of a lot cheaper. Who would want to pay 10 gold for shit? Come on now. Come on. Now we're going off this way for a specific reason. We need some sticks real quick. Because I know I'm going to have to make an axe soon. I'll take that rock. I'll take that rock as well. Geek out. I know. I'm fine. So let's go here and make our stone axe. So we can at least start getting a house for ourselves a bit. Now what I'm trying to do here is I kind of like this area. For one thing, I like that tree. And I like build my house by it. Plus there's a ton of woods around here. And if you look here, I'm near a body of water. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 towns. Out of that's already 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm surrounded by 6 of them. All pretty darn close. So I like to put my house here. I do know somewhere in these mountain ranges here, usually there's bears, and there's going to be times where you're going to have to kill some bears for stuff, and this is really good hunting area for deer, foxes. Usually over here there's some good boar action going on with some more deer as well. Some wolves as well in these areas, and over here as well we can get free water skin, and I'll show you that when we go to the quest for this guy. But I do like here, it's like a central point. It's kind of like dead center of the map, if you will, as well, or close to being as center as the map will be right here. But that puts us in the middle of 5 towns, so we can go barter, we can go buy, we do everything. And this is more of a central location to be in the middle of that. So that's where I like to do it, and you want a lot of flat land to be able to build your settlement. So with that being said, this is where we're going to be building our actual settlement, and right here by this tree is where I'm going to be placing my first house. But in order for that to be done, we actually have to cut some trees down, and before we do that, let's get some food in our bellies. Let's eat one of the let's eat one of these oak rolls. That should put me up pretty much the rest of the way. Let's put our it's already there. So we are going to go, I guess, right over here. And we're going to start cutting down some woods. Now, maple trees, if I remember correctly, that doesn't look like a maple tree. That actually should have been like a pine, I thought. But it's maple leaves. I don't know. Who cares? That's pine. Maybe they changed it. These should give you 4 pieces. 1, 2, yeah. 3, and 4. Now pines, they'll give you 3 pieces of wood per tree. And you might be thinking, why are you even telling us this? What's the point in? Oh, also, pick these feathers up. 9 times out of 10, when you cut down a tree, there's going to be feathers that come out of it. You want to collect those, because eventually you're going to be able to make a bow and arrow, and for the arrows, you need 50 of those darn feathers. So be wise, collect them feathers. Now these are birch trees, and they only give you 2 logs. Now back to what I was saying. You're asking, why are you telling us the amounts of logs you get per tree? 1, knowledge is power, my friends. Don't let nobody sit there and tell you any different. Get as much knowledge in life as you can. Doesn't matter if it's games or in real life, whatever it is. Knowledge is power. You can just something you just need to live by. And the reason why I'm telling you all this, say you know you can carry 1 or 2 more logs, and you don't want to cut down a tree that has 4 logs from it or 3. You can go find a birch if it's nearby. There's usually someone over there, and get those 2 logs to help yourself out. It just makes it easier to kind of know what you're doing. Now these houses, of course, they get bigger with more commodities as you go, but you only start off with a simple house, which you only need 6 logs, 8 logs for the simple small house, I'm sorry. And then the simple house is 8, and the regular house is 10. So it goes up by 2 each time. Now, okay, that's nice. Now, me personally, myself, like I said, I like to be near this tree. But if you can see right now, there's going to be little branches in my house. And no, kid don't want that. So we're going to come forward just a teeny bit. And then we're going to try to finagle it so we don't see any stuff in there. And make it look somewhat nice, you know. Because I like the tree by my house. So we're going to try that. Make it look cool. Make it look somewhat nice. And that's what your base house is going to look like now. You also get a free hammer whenever you, let's put that there. And then put our stone axe on 3. That's enough. 3. There we go. Whenever you equip your hammer, you will see all this white stuff going on. And this can be edited. So if I didn't want my door here, I could say, okay, let's just make this a wall. And then you can pick what type of wall. A wild wall, which basically is a straw type stick, like very stick house. You know, if you're thinking of little pigs, this is the first pig's house. Then they got one made of wood, and you got one made of stone. Now, of course, the better the house, the more the person living in it is going to have, you know, happiness-wise, and it's going to make them more comfortable during the wintertime and keep heat in their house. But just stick with the wattled walls. I really wouldn't worry about it too much unless you're trying to be fancy and collect the freak out of some logs and rocks. It doesn't matter, because this one right here, if you think about it, these are about the same. This takes more logs than anything. So if you were going to do it, I would suggest doing it here. Just know if you pick the stone one, you're going to be hunting for a ton of rocks. So we're going to stick with wattled wall. So like I said, I can make this a wall here, or if I wanted, I can make it a window. And then I can change this into the door. It's all how you want to do it. Now, me personally, I'm just going to keep it the same because, I want to. Plus, I want to be able to put windows in all the left parts right here. Unison, make it look nice. Now you can't really add windows to this, but you can change the style of that. You can also change the type of roof you put on there as well. Your wooden roof and your wooden tile roof takes the same amount, so why not do the nicer looking one when you do that? But we're going to do thatch one, which is just straw. I don't care. So we're going to keep that the same. And now all we got to do is go around, collect logs, and they seems to be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and that's 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we're going to need just 15 logs in itself. So let's get to cutting. And as you can see, I'm moving pretty slow. And I'm going to be skipping and kind of cutting this to kind of show you, because it will take a little while for building. So whenever I build stuff, I'll probably show the placement of it and how I'm going to make it. And then afterwards, I'll probably just show you me finishing it up and not actually showing the whole thing, because sometimes this can take a hell of a long time. Now, sticks, when you're cutting down trees, you also get sticks. So don't really worry about trying to pick up too many sticks, because it's telling you to. I already got 43, and that's basically from cutting it down. You would use your right stick and then, your right mouse button, and then you would go through and start placing this stuff on the walls to complete them. Well, now that you see how it works, the next time you see this, you're going to see pretty much the house being completed. So I'll see you in a second. Now that I got my sticks in here, I think it's about 15. I got 30 of them on each straw. Now, if you know where to find straw, kind of go by a lake or a river, whatever body of water you may be near at the time. Sorry. And you'll find a thing called reeds. Pick those. Those is what pretty much turns to straw for you. Now, if I remember correctly, it's 4 times 4, and that would be 16. Oop. Since we got this, let's go ahead and go back to here. Survival again. Drop that in there and be good to go. Yeah, but 4 and 4 is 8, plus another 4 is 12, plus another 4 is 16, so we only need 16 of these reeds. Now, I'm personally going to grab a couple more. I'm going to go ham with it because each one can go from 1 straw to 1 straw, it seems. Oh, 2 straws. Okay, about to say, I thought it could do multiple ones, but it's not. I guess they kind of toned that down as well. Because I remember I was getting like 2 a lot at the times. Alright, so if we check, plenty. Now, in order to finish this, I know I'd need only 4 logs. This is kind of why I was telling you about the birch, the maple, and the pine trees. I know that if I'm cutting down a pine, it's going to put me at an odd number. So I just go to a maple tree and get 4 logs and only have to cut down 1 tree. Which, in turn, saves your axe's sharpness or keep it from breaking on you. So like I said, just use your head, use the knowledge that you know about the game so you can make your tools last a little bit longer, my friends. So basically now we're going to go in here, it finishes up for you so you can see what it looks like. We're going to boop, 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 and boop. There you go. Your first house is now complete. You can light a fire in it if you have a torch. This is where you're going to cook. You have a bed, a small bed. You also have storage, which is nice. But for right now, since we're not going to be doing that, let's transfer some tools and stuff that we don't need. There you go. Excuse me. And this will at least allow for us to be able to carry just a teeny bit more. Oh, torches are already on there, that's right. So there you go. So this is the house. And this is probably where we're going to call it quits for this video. I know it wasn't much of a video. But I kind of at least wanted to show you kind of what the game is about. What it's going to kind of take to survive in it is to kind of grow a settlement, which I think is pretty darn cool. But other than that, I know my dinner is almost done and I don't want to be rambling. So once again, thank you so much for stopping by the channel, spending your time with me over here at Geekdom. If you did like what you see, go ahead and hit that little like button because it would help the video get through the YouTube algorithm, so more people could see this fine little game and maybe get more people playing it. And as well, if you do like my content, make sure you hit that little subscribe button and join our little community over here at Geekdom. We just hit 31 strong, and I love my community. We don't get to talk much because, like I said, it's a small channel, but I do love the support that they do give me, and I would love for you to be a part of it too, because you're not some numbers to me. You'll never hear me bring up what most big channels do. They're like, oh my god, look at this. I'm looking at my analytics, and I see that 80% of the people that watch my videos aren't subscribed to me. And we'll take time out of the video to sit there and try to make you feel bad for not being subscribed. To me, I'm like, you know what? There are people still watching. So what? I'm happy. Yes, you're not subscribed, but you're giving my stuff a view, and I thank you for it. And if you don't subscribe, that means I'm not doing something you don't like. So I'm not going to try to guilt you into actually subscribing, because if I do that and I call out that 80, that 90% of whatever it may be, because I don't even know what my analytics say about it. Knowing my luck, it's probably like 95%. But I will never call you 95% out that's not subscribed, because to me, that's what people do when they only care about numbers. And to me, you're not numbers. You're human beings. And numbers don't make a community. It's the people that make a community. And you're not numbers to me, people. All right? You are human beings, and you're beautiful. No matter where you come from, no matter your race, your sex, what you believe in, what your, government affiliation is, none of that matters. You're a beautiful human being, and that's what we like here at Geekdom. Just really nice human beings where we can all be ourselves and not be, worrying if somebody's going to hate us for our own thoughts, for our own beliefs, because that doesn't fly here at Geekdom at all. But other than that, thank you so much for stopping by again. I am Snickerfritz, and as always, you guys stay classy.